Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to our long-time subscribers, our new subscribers and anyone who's just wandering by to find out what I'm up to. Now if at the end of this video you've enjoyed this project and you're not a subscriber, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell and you'll never miss another video. We are in the middle of a series from PAPERCRAFT Society Box 41, which has been designed by Chloe's Creative Cards. And today we are going to be making some embossed letter writing paper. So it's going to be really posh, or it's going to look really posh. And I'm going to show you two different ways, A, how to make it, and B, how to use it. So this is going to be really versatile. And the star of our show are these two gorgeous embossing folders. So if I just put them on that piece of white paper, oh, it's got some bling on it, never mind, it's only loose. So there they are. Those two embossing folders are going to be the real stars of our show. We will be using a stamp, as you can see, or a couple of the stamps from the kit, but the stars of the show, or the real stars of the show, are these embossing folders. And I'm going to show you how I did it. So by the time your note paper or letter writing paper has finished, it will look like that. But I'm going to show you a different way of using it. And so let's get going. So I'm going to put this one to one side just for now. And I'm going to bring in the one that I've already embossed, because what I want to do, I want to show you how we did it. So for the top part, it's dead easy. All you do is for the sizing of this, I took an A4 piece of paper, folded it in half and cut it down the middle. So out of one A4, so this is an A5 piece. So you'll get two pieces of note paper or letter writing paper out of one piece of A4. And this is just inexpensive printer paper. So all I did was I put that in there like that. I've sealed it over the top, or closed it over the top. And then I ran it through on the embossing sandwich, like that, in the normal way. And when you take it off, I actually ran it through, although this is only printer paper, I ran it through and then brought it back again, just to give it a slightly deeper emboss. Now, because the sun is shining through the window, blazing through the window, which is unheard of in February, especially in this country, in the UK. But if I hold it up, then even I can see it. You've got that beautiful, deep embossed image there. Now, for the corners, we're going to use the corner embossing folder as well. Now, I'll give you a little tip on this one, because when I did it wrong. So if you want the bottom corners to be embossed, for the bottom right hand corner, I will add all of this in the description box so you don't have to remember. I put it on the bottom of my paper, on the bottom of the corner. This is the right hand corner, and I placed the embossing folder on the bottom edge of the paper. Now, if you try to do that on this side, on the left hand side, it won't. Well, it will work, but it won't be a corner. So what you've got to do on the left hand side, you've got to put it onto the edge, onto the side rather than the bottom. You've got to put it down the sides. So right, you put it on the bottom, and left hand side, you put it down the edge, the long edge like that. But I will add all of this in the description box so you don't have to worry about remembering it. Now, the other thing I've done, I thought I'd lost my bits and pieces then, but I haven't. So we're going to keep this like that. So that's our basic letter writing paper. I've also used a couple of the stamps, well, 3 to be precise, and I found out that our outline dies actually cut these viney bits, these stemmy bits, from our leaves. So we've got a bit of a dimension going on there and a bit of detail. And all I'm going to do with this, I'm going to turn it over. I have got some backing paper here, or some scrap paper here, which I'm going to use because I don't want glue all over my work surface. So what we're going to do, I'll bring that paper back in a second. We're going to put some glue on the back of that paper like that. This is only printer paper, so that's probably not a good idea because we've got glue on it, then it'll stick. So what's the best way of doing it? Let's pop that to one side for a second. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this, because I want my flower in the centre, or roughly in the centre anyway. And I'm going to glue that on like that. And then I'm going to do you know what, I'm going to risk getting glue on here. It's only a glue stick, so it'll wash off. So I'm going to wipe that across there like that. And I'm going to not put it there, but I'm going to put it just a little bit apart like that. And there's a reason for that. I'll think of it in a minute. No, there really is a reason for that. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our flower in the middle like that. So what we're going to do is, again, actually, do you know what? I'm going to put the glue actually on the paper like that. Then we won't get it on the table. So all you've got to do is decide which orientation you want your flower. I want mine with those two of the petals facing down like that. So now you have your letter writing paper like that. Now, if you want to, I don't know how many you like to do. Some people like to only do 4, some people like to do 6, some people like to do 10. Some people make masses of the things, but I usually do between 6 to 10. So however many you want to make, you can either do it like this. You can either emboss each of these parts individually. It does take a long time, I have to tell you. Even with an electric machine, it does take quite a while. You can emboss each of these individually, and you will still have a piece that looks like that. But the only problem with that is, as it's letter writing paper, when you turn it over, you've lost that bit at the top. So what you can do, I did this first as a trial because I wasn't at all sure if it would even show up. You can run it through your printer on the photocopying mode, and you can have a piece that looks like that. So if I hold, because the sun's shining, I can't actually see if that's showing up on camera, but if I hold it up, you can see from there. So you can actually see the embossed effect, but it's totally flat. There's no sticky glue. And when you turn it over, you've got a full side of the back to write on. And the fun doesn't end there. So I'm going to pop that to the side for a moment. Oh no, go on, I'll leave it there, why not? So you can either leave it like that and we can write on it. And I'll show you how to make a set of lined paper in just a second for some guides. So that if you're like me, you can't write, I can't write in a straight line unless I've got lines to write on. It would end up going either uphill or downhill. So I'm going to show you how to make lined paper. It's ever so easy. So you can either do that and have your lines, which will be underneath the paper, or you could either leave it like that or put it onto thicker paper. And you could, if you wanted to, fold it over like that. Just fold it corner to corner. And you've got, I didn't fold that particularly straight, did I? Never mind. So you could fold it, hopefully straighter than me, corner to corner, but you've still got that embossed detail on the back, so it looks rather nice. So the choice is yours. So you can either have it as a letter paper or letter writing paper, or turn it over, fold it in half and have it as a note card. So it's really versatile. So I'm going to leave that up there for a moment. I'm going to clear the decks, as they say, and I'm going to show you how we make our lined paper. Now I am going to bring my backing paper in for that, because I'm going to be using an alcohol marker and I don't want it going onto my desk because it won't come off. So I've already made a bit of a start and I've marked this off. I don't usually measure in centimetres, I work in feet and inches because I'm old and that's how I was brought up. But it's all right, I was looking for my ruler. There we go. All I did was I used a pencil and I measured a centimetre apart all the way down, and I used my pen. This is just a black, actually it's not black, my black had run out on me. It's a very dark grey, but it looks black. So all you do is you line it up with your lines that you've made and you zip it across like that. Couldn't be easier. You can use a Sharpie if you want to. Now, I nearly gave up the ghost on this one because I tried a Sharpie. It was a new one as well, but it seemed to be dry. It had run out. I had another one, same thing happened. That had run out. So in the end, actually this isn't even an alcohol pen, it's a Pitt pen, which is a bit like an alcohol pen. And all I did was I put that like that. Now if you sell your items, if you make your items to sell, I would strongly advise you to use the photocopying method, otherwise you'll be there for hours. So there we go, that's the edge like that. So that's our lined paper. Let's just pop that out the way. And what you do, now if you're as old as I am, you'll know how to do this because we all used to do this before we had computers and the like. So I'll just pop this out the way because we won't need it anymore. Pop that up there. So what we do, you put your lined paper down first. You lay your writing paper over the top like that. You don't have to I was only going to say nail it down. You don't have to tape it down or anything like that. But hopefully you can see it now. I'm not sure if you can see it because of the sun. So if I hold that up, no, if I hold it up, you can see, hopefully you can see more than I can, because all I can see is a black blob with the sun shining. But hopefully you can see the lines through that paper. You certainly can if you look at it in real time. So, well, this is real. If you're looking at it in person and without a camera. So you can see the lines, you have your letter or your pen, and you can write in beautiful straight lines. And it'll work just as well once you've turned your paper over. It'll work just as well, well, almost as well, like that. You can see the lines through there. So there we go. That's it for today. That's our project for today. There is our lined paper. There is our embossed, well, this is an embossed effect because it's a photocopied one, but this one is the actual embossed effect. So if I leave that like that, hopefully you can see the difference, because I really can't because of the sun pouring through the screen. So I'm hoping you can see the difference. And once you've got a nice set, you can have them like that. And of course, as always, you can just fold them in half, or you can fold them in half like that. So all I did was I folded that in half widthways, put them corner to corner, gave it a crease, and you can have them in a note card format like that. So you can have them whichever way you like. So again, we're just going to fold that over, corner to corner, give it a good crease, and you can have it like that. So you can do a mix and match. You can do some note cards, some letter writing paper, add a piece of lined paper in, and that's a really good variety. So you've got the same pattern, so it looks like a beautiful set, but you've just got them in different orientations. And this beautiful, I love this strip down here of the embossed effect. It's absolutely gorgeous. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that and found it helpful, and I hope indeed you make your own letter writing set. Now, if you've got older relatives who still do letter writing, I know I have, they would love this. So if you're thinking of birthdays and later on in the year, Christmas, or even getting ahead for Christmas or Mother's Day, that's coming up in a couple of months, few months, that could be fun too. So there we go, guys. That's your project for today from PAPERCRAFT Society Box 41. Nearly forgot then. Now, if you're not a member of PAPERCRAFT Society, or you haven't got your box yet, what you can do, you can use any embossing folder that you've got, run it through in the normal way, and then just cut it into a triangle and glue it into the corner, like that, into the corners of your papers. And then again, if you want to, you can run it through your photocopier with your printer. So there are so many ways you can do this. You're going to have a lot of fun with it, or at least I hope you will. So have a go yourself, have fun, get dirty colouring your bits and pieces in, enjoy the embossed effect, whether you use the real embossing or the, I suppose you call it faux embossing, printed embossing, and just see what you can come up with. But most of all, have fun with it. And I will see you very soon with the next project in this series. And thank you very much to all of you who've told me that you're enjoying this series. I know I certainly am. I'm enjoying making it. So thank you for those who are enjoying it. And thank you to our subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and you'll never miss the rest of this series and any future series that are coming up. And there is another one coming up quite soon after this one, which I know you won't want to miss. So make sure you stay subscribed to never miss a video. And I'll see you soon, guys. So until then, and if you've got sunshine like we have, enjoy the sunshine, or enjoy whatever weather you've got. Stay safe, have fun, and as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.